kick it off to get this game underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So UCLA's offense will go on the attack first. And guys, defenses have been trying to figure out for years how to keep this guy from getting open, and they just can't seem to solve the riddle.
No, this guy has experience. He's been in the big moments, and it's so nice to have a guy that's been in your system, in your scheme. He knows the in and outs. You can move him all over the field. You can't place a premium high enough on a guy that knows the system inside and out.
You're right, and tell you, it was a great day for this offense when he decided to come back for his senior year, too. There were a lot of people that thought he might declare for the NFL. They weren't sure if they were going to lose him to the portal or not. He decided to come back. He believes this offense can do something special, and if they're going to do that, he's obviously going to have a big year.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. Knocked down behind the line. Boy, he powered through one tackler, but there were more there to greet him. And the Bruins now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the big fella. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. The Bruins send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Wants to return it. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So North Texas offense will go to work for the first time. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you're right. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Paul.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You've got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
And they can't make the play on 3rd down. North Texas will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Rides the back and leaves it. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Another big play for this offense, and I'll tell you, historically, in the best UCLA units offensively, whether they're throwing it, whether they're in the shotgun, whether they're going up-tempo or they're not, it's always so important to have balance. They've always had a guy they can turn around and hand the football off to keep defenses honest. This guy with his
turning it on!
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing. Defensive linemen, those big old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
2nd down.
Looking to fire. Plucks it out of the air. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Looking to scramble. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
Love the quick decision decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now and I'm using my athleticism and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love the decision-making. I hate the defense. Why are we dropping back so far in the end zone? We got to keep eyes on this QB. We know he can take off. We know he can make plays. The field shrinks, man. You got to expect that's coming. Not very good defense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the option. Showing off the arms. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have. For this one, the give on the option. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Back to pass. Here's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Quick strike complete. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. North Texas really has it going on offense. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw again. Hit as he throws. And the pass is incomplete, charged loose by the hit. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on third and short from the 49. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. North Texas will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. Cover guys do their job and they get him stopped at the 22-yard. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And here comes the Heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Guys, let's talk a little UCLA. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The kick is on its way. This is a spot you see many returners try to take a chance, but not this time. Fair catch just inside the 40. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab on the left.
When I see the defensive man coverage, I'm trying to get my fast guy versus their worst corner. I'm trying to get a great matchup on the outside, take advantage of it to make big plays.
Quick toss. Perfectly timed on that pitch, and they pick up the first down on the play. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looks as if he's going to run it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mean Green will have to reach into that playbook here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Got him downfield. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Going to sling it on 2nd down. He's got the tight end. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24. And now on 2nd down for this offense. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the 1st. Let's take a break and look at the 1st quarter stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the 2nd. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical in this drive.
Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Picked off to stop the threat. Going the other way, and he's got room. Return takes it down to the 27-yard line as this defense is hungry for turnovers.
Man, great zone coverage in the back end by this defense. A lot of eyeballs on the quarterback. Great job. The ball comes out, and you can see, Jesse, that defensive secondary on a string, break on the football, and they go force the INT.
And that's what this defense wants to do. They want to win 1st and 2nd down, bring their dime personnel on the field 3rd and long, play that zone defense. There's nowhere for you to throw the football, and they get a critical takeaway.
Quarterback on the keeper. Made a defender miss. And they finally get him down, but not before he's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're...
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. Their defense came up with a big stop now to see if they can turn it into points. Working downfield on 1st down. With the catch, it's Moffitt. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. And the Bruins will hustle to the line. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Big tight end makes the grab. It's a 1st down. Well, they just drained all of the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
Man, what a great second effort by the receiver there. Catches the football. He knows he's got to get some yards to get that 1st down. Nice job understanding that, getting to the sticks and getting the 1st down.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The offense in hurry up mode. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. They've got a ways to go on 3rd down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. They'll try to get it in with the run. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's McCord. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. He splits the uprights, and that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back looking for help. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. He'll ride his man on the option. Fighting off the defender. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. The Mean Green can be aggressive if they choose here on 2nd and short. The pitch. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Just going to keep it after the snap. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. North Texas will have to punt it away. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Using his legs, it's McCoy. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. And the Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Here's the handoff. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the 1st. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins look to keep this drive humming. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. They're going to go to the air on 3rd and short. The throw. Finds his big tight end. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a 1st down in the red zone at the 14. He wants to throw it again. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, they go back up top. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Rushes on him. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Interesting matchup this week in the Big 12 today. In fact, they're all interesting this season. West Virginia is ahead right now, but that's not exactly Major Harris out there. This game is a long way from being over. They're up by 11 over Virginia. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it. This one, the Big 12, or anywhere else in college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. And the completion to the sideline, a solid pickup, but not enough for the first down. North Texas could see if they can get a chunk play here on 2nd and inches. Now on the option. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. Looking to throw on first down. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. North Texas in the hurry up. They'll move the wide receiver. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got it set up on the outside. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. North Texas to the line with a 1.5 miles to go on 3rd down. The give to the tailback. Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They kick it away on 4th down. Fair catch is signaled and made, and they'll go to work from the 27-yard line. Motion from the back. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Incomplete. And he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. He'll throw on 3rd down. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, North Texas. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play, but defense, great job making the interception, and you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Nice move there. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And these two defenses have shown uncommon discipline through 2 quarters, especially the D-backs. They've kept to their assignments, covering those receivers like cheap suits. Certainly not the fashionable wardrobe OKC wears here in studio. Anyway, yes, the passing game. Be better. How's that for a breakdown? With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. Fights off a defender. The Wildcat created an alley, picked up a few, still some work to do for the first down. North Texas in the hurry-up. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. They'll break out the Wildcat to try to move the chains. Back has it. Slithers into space. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough for the first down, and they might mark that down to use the Wildcat again.
They run it, they get the first down, and look at the offense. Right back on the football, ready to crank this tempo up.
Look out, he's got room! And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up. Quick tempo here for the offense.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
The pass is incomplete. Thought they might catch the defense napping, but it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the right. And it's picked off for the 4th time today.
Man, it's so frustrating as a coach because you go into half and you're like, listen, this is what they've been doing. This is what we're getting. Let's go out and execute. And what do? First drive, you throw an interception, you turn the field position to the other side, create momentum immediately. This is an absolute disaster to start the second half.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Leaves it with the back. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
Wants to throw on first down. Using the quick game. They get him out of bounds right at the 5-yard line, and that one might have saved the touchdown. The Bruins will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bruins! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he added the extra point. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Sends it back in motion. Snap to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down. North Texas will have to punt it away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped it. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Finds his man. It's McCord. And it's a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 44. New set of downs after the completion.
When offenses get 1st downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no-huddle, get to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, he's got some space. He's got 98 yards rushing, and he's making sure the defense feels him in this opening game.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down, make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Slips one guy, now he's loose. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. They go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd down.
Off the bootleg, wants to toss it. Got his man quickly. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. This offense needs all the help they can get today, and that pass interference penalty is a much-appreciated lifeline. They'll try to pound their way in. Touchdown, UCLA! And the route is on.
And the second half looking a lot like the first half, and this lead continues to build. How about the rhythm of this offense? They are showing you a little bit of everything. What they worked on in the offseason has been right on point. Game 1 going exactly how they scripted.
Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Pocket breaking down. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. Takes the easy completion. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got it. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Lining up in the Wildcat, let's see what they've got. Direct snap. Snowed under right at the line of scrimmage for no gain on the play. The mean green now facing the meanest of problems on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection. North Texas will have to punt it away. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. A quick pass to the left. He is going nowhere. He stopped at the line of scrimmage. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing second and long from the 19. Under fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
That is how you start a drive. Meet the physical challenge on first down. Rush the quarterback, get the sack on second down, and now put him in a third and long situation. Nice job by this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm.
And finally, you're seeing some life from the defense. They've been struggling all game long up to this point, but back-to-back sacks on 2 consecutive plays, they're at least still trying to fight back in this game.
And the Bruins decide to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
The mean green with a ton of green to cover here on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. North Texas will have to punt it away. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. On the run, it's McCord. Picks up the first down, still moving. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Grabbed in the middle, it's Romero. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Wants to go up top. Gets it to him on the screen. He'll go out of bounds right at the 23-yard line. The Bruins come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Bruins pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. Makes a man miss. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Complete on 3rd down. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. The Bruins kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Gets it out quickly. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got nothing last time, now 2nd and goal from the 3. They'll run play action. Into the end zone. And he can't find his man as he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity. This defense has been able to force a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get the stop. Can they do it this time? They've already put this game in a hammerlock, and now they'll go for the submission hold on 4th and goal. Go straight ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bruins.
Yeah, the offense putting up more points, and guess who's jacked up? This home crowd starting the season off with offensive fireworks and looking to go 1-0. They are loving their squad.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he knocked that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 11 over Wisconsin. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. North Texas to the line with a 1.5 miles to go on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. And the ball squirts out, deep in their own end. And not much else could go wrong. A defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on.
And how about this defense? Pinning their ears back, being aggressive near the goal line. They could smell it, maybe trying to get the safety, but even better, force the fumble, fall on top of it. Touchdown for this defense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he splits the uprights on the extra point. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Texas takes possession. The Mean Green offense will return to the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings. And that is his 5th interception. If he comes out to try for 6, he'll be lucky. Taking it the other way. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, UCLA!
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
51, North Texas.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. North Texas sends the offense back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Here comes the offense on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air on second down. The screen, he can go. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. From the gun, wants to pass. Bears the pressure. Complete downfield. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. North Texas has it going to work with another first down. Just keeps slinging it. He's got his man. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down coming up.
Brings up second down.
Back to pass. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. Shotgun snap on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. North Texas will have to punt it away. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt will hit at the 1, just a little too far for them to be able to down it. It'll be a touchback and come out to the 20. They want that clock to run. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's got it again. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on third and long. Caught in the backfield. It's McCord. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they have this game in hand right now. We'll see just how aggressive they want to be on offense. Punt is in the air on fourth down. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Third and short now from their own 48. Oh, he's got a chance. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Looking downfield on first down. It's complete.
And it's all about coachable moments, and obviously they have not had a ton of success throwing the ball in this game, but as a coach, I think you're just looking for positives, like that play right there, even late in the game, taking your steps, making the right read, an accurate throw, positive plays that you can build upon offensively for the next game.
North Texas at the line with a new set of downs thanks to the running game. They'll ride the hot hand. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Spins away from the defense. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.